Take your phone. We're here. We're live.
Do you think it's like, can we log on in there and check and make sure it's properly going?
Live?
We're live. I just don't know if...
I know. I'm going to check my phone. Guys, we're super comfy tonight. We hope that you're comfy too.
We just got some new slippers in, and we're both sporting a pair tonight because it was one of those like feel comfy nights. We both have our hair up.
Yes.
And we're ready to go.
We are.
So
we're live.
Is it sideways on live?
Is it sideways on live? Are we upside down? We're crooked. I don't even know how to fix this.
We're crooked. Well, we have to
It
do
says
this
to
whole
twist.
thing. Is that
Twist
better?
us. We're still a little
I think it
crooked.
said once we started we couldn't flip it back.
You're turning it. Sorry, guys.
Look at
Bear
that.
with us. We're getting ready. Oh, we're perfect. See, look at that. That's perfect.
Look, now we're nice and cozy together. So fun.
Totally comfy,
Oh my
cozy.
gosh, love it.
Well, that was different.
So thanks for joining, guys. Tonight we are doing something quite a bit different, I feel like, from what we're used to.
Yes.
We thought we'd have a little bit of fun tonight and talk about how to stay sane while raising kids.
Raising kids.
And like this is meant to be like full disclosure. We are in no way professionals at this.
No.
Or do we, claim to be the world's best mothers.
Correct. However, I feel like all of us need people to talk to, right? Us moms,
Yes.
we just need people to talk to, bounce ideas off of, and know that, hey, we're all in the same boat. We're not alone in this.
Yes.
We've done a ton of research too to get some fun tips for you ladies and gentlemen if you're on too.
Yeah, absolutely. So a little housekeeping before we get into the thick of it here. As always, we always have something special for you guys if you share the live. So thank you so much for joining in. If you can, please share this video to your feed. And if you do that, and then in the comments below, comment shared with your email address, we will send you a $5 Thistle and Read coupon just for hitting share and then commenting.
Woo-hoo, thank you. Yeah, it's such a great way to help small businesses like ourselves. To just
Absolutely.
comment and share, make a
Yes.
funny, silly face, weird gif.
Weird gift below. So if you guys are here, just give us some little thumbs up or hellos and let us know that you guys are here tonight.
Yes.
We're so excited for this. We're going to have so much fun.
And we want to hear some of your stories too. So if there is a story
Yes.
that you have about something that happened while raising your child or children, we want to hear about it. Because we're going to
Absolutely.
share some kind of either embarrassing or funny stories tonight. And
I need to have a sip before we start this.
Yeah.
Cheers, ladies, if you guys are having a drink with us
Cheers.
at home. Cheers.
So where shall we start about staying sane while raising children? First of all, it's impossible to stay completely sane, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to take our best stab at it.
Right.
I feel like something when we were kind of talking about this, the kind of comment or that quote that came up for us was that what is it?
If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Let's start there.
Hashtag truth. That is
Right? I mean, unbelievable. Because it's so true. If you are in a mood or just not in a good place, there is no way that you're being oh, it's no problem, honey. You're stop it now.
Right? So I feel like one of the biggest things when we were kind of talking this through, because Marissa and I, in case you didn't already know this, we talk about our kids and stuff every day, right? This is something we're always talking about, our struggles, the good, bad, and the ugly. And one of the things, guys, I'm going to say right now, social media is awesome for so many reasons, right? But let's be honest, we all know those people on Facebook, on Instagram, on whatever.
That have the perfect life.
The perfect life, right? Don't we all just have the perfect life?
The perfect moms, the perfect house, the perfect everything. Well, guess what? It's not true.
It's not true. You're seeing the best of whatever, right? So, first of all, don't get yourselves down trying to compare yourself to other people, because you know what? It is a rabbit hole you're going to go down, and it ain't pretty.
100%. Because then you just start beating yourself up. And then it's not good for anybody. Then you're oh man, this person has their shit together. Excuse my language. There might be some explicit content tonight.
There might be. It's a heartfelt topic, you know, so you gotta like let it roll. So yeah, first of all, like, don't compare yourself, right? And that's something I feel like easier said than done, right? But even I feel like as I've been like getting older, I'm just like, you know what? Screw you, for lack of a better term. Like, if you don't like what I'm doing or what my family does, it doesn't affect your life, right? Like, everyone is gonna do things differently, and that's okay. That's okay. What works for you and your family, your parenting, you personally, it's okay. It's fine.
Right. We are all different people. So, and I feel like that's a huge thing for like moms. It's like, talk to as many people as you can. Mm-hmm. Get ideas, because there are millions of things that are not going to work for your kid. But then there's those few that are like gold.
Yeah, like if you can like take something away, like one little nugget that works for you and your family and your child, happy day. Like,
happy day.
Take it.
And I mean, we both have 6-year-old boys at home. So,
active boys.
Active, challenging,
spunky. Let's call them spunky.
Spunky boys who we love dearly and would do anything for, but they definitely challenge us and push those buttons that you didn't even know existed.
Kids do that so well, don't they?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. How many of you guys watching out there have kids? Let us know down below. How many kids do you have?
Yes. How many
kids do you guys have? Let us know in the comments below. So, I feel like one of the things when we've, you know, been talking about this stuff is like, I feel like this like don't sweat the small stuff, right? Which seems like so cliche, but it really is true, and it's, again, easier said than done, because we all get there where these small things do bother us or we make a big deal out of them, but like, are they really a big deal? Let's talk about some of them, because I feel like when you say some of the stuff out loud, it's almost like it makes you laugh, like, why the hell was that like an issue? Like, why did I get so mad at that? Why was this an issue? And you kind of laugh it off. And I feel like it's important to do that sometimes, is take a step back and kind of laugh it off.
100%. Yeah, either bitch it out or laugh it off.
So, like, one that I always, like, kind of laugh about is, like, your kid getting dressed in the morning. You know, is it a big deal if your kid wants to leave the house looking ridiculous? It's really not. It's not.
At the end of the day, what does it matter?
If they're dressed, I mean, believe me, I cringe some days when my child leaves to go to school, but you know what? It's going to be him someday that's going to look at the pictures and say, Mom, why did you let me leave the house looking like this? And I'm going to say, because I couldn't deal with it that morning.
I couldn't deal with you. So I let you wear what you wanted to wear. And you know what? They all have their own little personalities, so
it's a way for them to be creative, right? Like, we get to choose what we're wearing every day.
I'm just happy my child is dressing himself.
This is true.
Honestly, I mean, half the time his pants are backwards or his shirt is backwards. Some things, like, I don't really care. I am just happy you put it on yourself.
Right? That's a good day. If your child is dressed when you walk out the door, then you're winning already. Guys.
Yes. And let's talk about waking up in the morning. I feel like sometimes it's like you can wake up and you already have this like weight on your shoulders. You're just like, okay, let me just get through this day. So one of like the tips that we wanted to share is like waking up and giving yourself a little pep talk first thing in the morning. Like, yes, I got this day. I am a good mom, and you know what? I'm not going to let anything rattle me. I'm going to be nice and cool and calm for everyone today.
Yes,
and just give yourself a little pep talk
on your back in the morning. You have to do that, right? Like, remind yourself.
Yes, because you are amazing, and you know what? Sometimes you got to remind yourself that.
Absolutely.
It sets the day off on like a positive note.
It really does. You know, another thing I was like laughing about the other day is, so, like, your kids and eating, right? Raise your hand, give us some love, something. Do you guys have any picky eaters at home? Because I feel like kids, I mean, they're up and down. Like, one week my kid likes something, the next week he hates it. You know, right when you go to Costco and you stock up on the thing they can't get enough of, that's when they decide they don't like it. So not only now your kid won't eat, but now you just wasted your money at Costco buying like a lifetime supply of God knows what, right?
Yes, yes.
So I feel like the eating, you know, for me, and again, like, every family's so different, right? And I think this is important. Like, you know, what's hard for one family, like, every family has their own challenges, right? So in our family, something that's a little bit of a challenge for me is, like, my husband's not home every night. So on those nights, do I want to cook a meal for a 6-year-old that may or may not eat that night? I've learned my lesson. I'm not doing it anymore because you know what? I was getting mad. I was getting stressed out. I'm yelling at my kid to eat. He doesn't want to eat. We're getting, ticked off at each other. It's not worth it. Is it the end of the world if your kid eats some chicken nuggets or some boxed mac and cheese? Nope, because guess what? All those other healthy meals they're eating all week?
They're eating healthy enough. I mean, you got to give yourself a break and just go with something easy sometimes.
Here's my tip. I buy the organic mac and cheese or the organic chicken nuggets. It makes me feel better. I will pay the extra few bucks because it makes me feel better, but it alleviates the stress.
Anything to take some of that stress away. But it's so true. Like, dinners can be so freaking stressful sometimes. You're like, you want them to eat healthy, you want them to get their nutrition, their protein, their vegetables, their fruits, all this stuff. And at the end of the day, is your kid eating? As long as your child's not losing weight and, it's not a major issue,
they're good.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. I heard someone the other day talking about like TV, like also, and I feel like we're pretty good, about like balancing, a little bit of TV, but doing a whole lot of other stuff, right? But if you have a day, guys, because we all have them, right? You're tired, you don't feel good, you just don't feel like it, and your kid watches a little extra TV that day, their brain's not turning to mush.
No,
it's not. It's all right. It's okay.
It's not. And my child is one of those kids that if he watches TV in the morning, he is a complete lunatic for the entire day. Like, literally, I had to cut to a point where he does not watch TV in the morning because he's a maniac. I don't know what it does. He's just nuts. So, but you know what? Every once in a while, there's those days where it doesn't even matter. I know he's going to be a lunatic the rest of the day, but he might just watch TV all day, realistically. And it doesn't happen often. But you know what? You got to give yourself a break sometimes.
You really do. I mean, all these like little things, right? Like the way we kind of look at it. If no one's getting hurt, it's okay.
Right.
Just let it go. Don't sweat the small things. Because that is like a cardinal rule here. Like, it's easier said than done. We know. I'm not saying every day I don't sweat small stuff. We all need the reminder. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yes.
Right?
It's so good to have a reminder. And, Shannon and I are so lucky because we work in the mornings together. And some days, I mean, literally, we would have seen each other like tomorrow morning, for instance. We would have been together tonight for a live, and then tomorrow morning, all of a sudden, we have to have an hour bitch session. So it's like, what just happened overnight that all of a sudden we need an hour bitch session?
There's a lot that happens.
So, you know what? Sometimes, I mean, that's therapy in itself.
Yes.
I mean, give us some, like, hearts, loves, laughs, whatever, if you love a good bitch session about...
You need it. About life.
About life. Period. Kids, family, anything.
Whatever it is. And I think that's, like, really important. So that's, like, another little tip, guys. Like, if you have a friend, maybe it's a group of friends, whatever it is, like, those people that you can trust. Because, like, the reality is, guys, no matter what stage, and it's all different, right? If you have a newborn at home... That is a totally different set of stuff going on. If you have a, toddler, you have like a first, second grader up to like teenagers, these are all different things, but we're all going through stuff. I feel like anyone who says they're not and it's all just like easy breezy, like, I don't believe it, or like...
Take that with a grain of salt.
Take that with a grain of salt.
Right?
If you can find like that friend or group of friends that you have that like you can just talk to.
Be real with. Those people that you can really just... let it out and no judgment. Like,
it helps so much.
Yes.
I mean, like Marissa said, she and I talk all the time, very candidly, about like our kids and stuff. And I have a group with a couple other girls that I'm like super close with. We have like this running text that's like almost every day, and it'll be something like someone snaps a picture of their living room that's like a disaster. Like, this is what my house looks like right now. It's like, so does mine. Here, take a look. Right? It's like, we're all experiencing the same things. So find that group,
Find that group of no judgment, yes. And the other thing is, too, it's like, find those people that you can ask for help.
Yes.
Because as moms and as women in general, I feel like we put the weight of the world on our shoulders. Does anyone else feel that way? It's like, okay, I can do it all. Nope, I don't need any help. Nope, I've got it. No problem. We're all good. And in the end of the day, it's like, oh my God, the weight of the world is on your shoulders.
It's true. You feel like you have to do everything.
And you know what? If someone offers to help, take it. Take it. That is huge, because for many years I was like, nope, I've got it. I'm good. I'm this strong, independent woman, right?
I
got this. And you know what? Who cares? Take the help.
It's so true. It's so true.
Right? Do you do that?
I always try to do everything myself. I feel like it's just in this last, I want to say year maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if it's what it is. If it's like the age of the child, it's like my own personal age. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, take the help. Someone wants to help. Yep.
I feel like pushing 40, I'm like coming into my own of like, yes, why am I doing this to myself?
It's so true. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So I feel like, we kind of like said this whole thing, like if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, right? So like I feel like it's kind of this whole self-care thing, so Marissa and I actually, just like a little FYI about us, we've been taking a class. Like, guys, we've done the retail thing for, our whole careers.
God,
a lot of years
now?
A lot
That's
of years.
insane.
But we always want to, better ourselves and further what we're doing, kind of take things to the next level, right?
Yeah.
So we've been taking this class, and within this class, there's been a whole thing about like this whole positive mindset.
Yes.
And so I feel like we've been doing a lot of our own like kind of personal soul searching, if that makes sense.
Personal development, just to help you become a better person.
Yes. So I feel like within that, I just turned off our light.
Way to go.
Within that, I feel like it's this whole like self-care thing, which I feel like us as women, like we do not do enough. And I feel like I'm like totally guilty of some of these things not taking the time out to do, but like they are so important, guys, of just keeping yourself sane. One of them, like finding this like me time.
That is so important. Sorry guys, if I'm scrolling, I'm trying to see if I can
get back on our live
so we can see your comments. Yeah, Stephanie, thanks for sharing. Hi Gina, hi Kelly. Love you guys. Sarah, oh my God, you just found the live feed. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? You can watch the replay too. We're just getting into it.
Absolutely.
We're getting focused on some me time.
Me time.
Mama time.
Mama time. Mama needs
There
me
needs
time.
like a quote. There needs to be made for that. I don't know. An acronym. I don't know what.
A meme.
A meme. A meme. A meme.
A meme.
A meme.
We're so dumb.
We told you this was going to be a little bit silly tonight, ladies and gents. I feel like there's a lot of men watching too, so I don't want to like discriminate. Because
if you can't laugh,
you'll cry.
You'll cry. You'll go insane.
Laugh, you'll cry.
Yes.
But yeah, so find that me time. Seriously, sit down, give yourself 10 minutes, and write down a few things that you used to love to do before kids. And then, you know what? Make some time during the week. I don't care if it's a half an hour.
10 minutes.
10 minutes once a day. An hour once a week. Whatever it is. Find the time every week to do something for yourself. Something that you loved that brought you joy.
Yes.
And that is like huge. It's like, I don't even know.
Well, and I feel like too, like what that thing is going to be so different for people. But I feel like we kind of get wrapped up in this like, if I can't take me time and like have a whole day at the spa from morning, noon, and night, then it's not me time. You need to get out of that frame of mind, guys. Like for me, something that I love to do before we get our day started, like I get my kid off to school and I walk my dog. Seriously, this is like a 15-minute walk. He's an old man. We go for a walk, but that is just like, I don't have anyone else with me. And like, do I love walking with my child? Absolutely. We do that as a family all the time. But I'm sorry, there's something to be said for going for a walk, not having to be like, watch out for the car. Don't fall off your bike. Are you looking forward? Like,
did you look both ways before you crossed? I mean,
right? So it's like I take this 15 minutes, I walk the dog, and I literally just kind of like think about the day, like what's going to be going on. I clear my mind. It's 15 minutes, but it's like it just rejuvenates me. And it's like find those little things. Like, do you love taking a bath at night? Like, Marissa, you recently said you started taking baths again.
I started taking baths again, and it was because of this class we're taking. And it was like one of the girls that's in it with us was talking about doing like a Epsom salt and lavender oil bath. And I'm like, Oh my God. Like, yes, like that sounds so relaxing and wonderful. Like, and so like once a week. Now, this is not every night. I mean, it's just not. I would love it.
Reality. You're doing it,
Yeah.
you know.
Reality check. So yeah, I'm trying for once a week to do my lavender bath. And the one thing I do every single morning that kind of brings my zen is, we were on vacation a couple of years ago. I've been doing this for a little while now. And every morning on vacation, I made a chai tea latte, and I have my little frother, and I froth.
When I go to Marissa's house, I have her make me one.
I froth the milk, and I would sit out on the little porch in the Cape and drink my chai tea latte, and it was just this, like, I felt like that vacation mode. You all know that feeling, right?
Oh.
Like, that, like, vacation mindset. You're just, like,
it's so great.
Totally at peace. So I got home, and I'm like, why can't I do this at home? I ordered a frother on Amazon Prime. Thank you very much, Amazon Prime.
Woohoo!
Who else uses Amazon
Who
Prime?
uses Amazon Prime
come
out
on,
there, guys?
live by it. But yes, and every morning it reminds me, it takes me back to vacation. My chai tea latte. It takes me 5 minutes, and it takes me back to that mindset vacation.
I love it. That's
so
so
simple.
important. You know, the other thing too, I feel like even going out, like planning like a girls' night with some of like your best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I get it, guys. It's the normal, you know, it's, you're at work, you're at home, you're cleaning houses, you're making dinners, you're grocery shop, whatever.
Yes.
It's really hard sometimes to say, oh, now I'm going to plan a night with my girlfriends, but it's so important. Maybe it's not a night. Maybe you guys could meet up for coffee. Maybe it's going for brunch. Maybe whatever that works for you and your friends. But it's just so rejuvenating to kind of break away from like the normal day-to-day and like having kids running around and screaming, and like some days you feel like they're sucking the energy from you,
The life out of you.
I tried to keep it nice and said energy. I consciously said that, but yeah, the life out of you.
I mean, who else feels that way sometimes, right? Like, these children suck the...
They do.
You feel like they suck the life out of you.
Some days, yeah.
You have to rejuvenate. Right?
Alyssa wants to suggest bowling. Yes, you may. And let me tell you, that is what we did the other weekend. We went bowling at night with the music going. A little secret, I love rap music. I bump to rap music all the time in my car, embarrassingly. But it was like that night of laughing and having an awesome time. It just rejuvenates you.
It does. And it rejuvenates you for a little while, too. Like, you hold on to that for a while. Like, if you could do it once a month.
Well, let me tell you, hold on to it, because now you have a hangover for 4 days, so.
Don't go that crazy. I mean, sometimes it happens.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh my God, that's the worst, though, when you, like, go out for fun and then you're hungover the next day and have to take care of your children.
I mean, we don't recoup the way we used to.
It just doesn't happen as much anymore. But yeah, there was a really cool thing you were talking about music when we were chatting earlier as like a fun tip.
Oh my gosh. So I had actually read this tip and I was like, I'm going to try this out. So they had said, like, if you're ever in that moment, right, like your kid is like having a tantrum or going at it, whatever the problem is, like you're about to lose it, to just like start blasting music and like bust out in a dance party. And I'm like, that's something we can do. So actually just today, so it was school picture day, which I'm sorry guys, school picture day is like my arch enemy because my child doesn't like to wear nice clothes, right? He likes to wear Under Armour every day of his life, all mismatched, which is fine. I don't care. But for picture day, I was like, this one day, can we look a little nicer? Because so I can have the picture that you can give to the grandparents. You know, Christmas.
I know, I do the same thing.
You know, it's like that one day you want. So I'm like, he helped me pick out the shirt. We went to the store. It was a flannel shirt. It's not like I'm trying to like put my kid in a shirt and tie here. A flannel shirt. He helped pick this thing out. Oh, this morning you would have thought I asked him to sever off both his arms. I mean, it went on, and Marissa knows my child very well. He negotiates everything to the end. It doesn't stop. He is like... At first I was laughing in my room listening to him carry on and on and on. I was like, all right. Then it kept going. And it's like, dude, we got to get dressed or we're not getting to school. And it kept going on and on. And I like literally had this moment and I warned him. And I said, dude, like mommy's ready to lose it. Like I'm done now.
Fair
so
warning.
I'm just telling you.
I'm about to lose it.
I try to give a warning before I like completely lose my shit. So I was like that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try what I heard. So I went in my room and grabbed my phone and I turned on Old Town Road.
I mean, I danced to that.
And I blasted it. And you know what my kid did? He started laughing and got up and started dancing. And then I started dancing. He had his shirt on. He's brushing his teeth. Then he wanted to listen to the Get Up. Have you guys ever heard the Get Up? We wanted to listen to that. We listened to these 2 songs. We danced, we laughed, walked to school. He didn't make another mention. And the fact that he was wearing this dumb, stupid outfit that my mom's making me wear, and it's so dumb and ugly, I think were the words. I didn't hear a word of that the whole time.
Over.
It worked, guys. Just turn on the music and have a dance party. It diverts them.
Yes. Gina says she gives a warning too.
See?
Right? I am going to lose it.
I give warning. Mommy's losing her shit in a couple
Mommy's
minutes.
about to lose
this is it.
Oh my God, the best was when Asher said to you, like, the only time I listen, Mom, is when you yell at me.
Yes, I was talking about being sick of yelling. I was like, why do I always need to yell? He goes, it's the only time me and Daddy listen to you is when you yell. I mean, it's true. It's true. I feel bad for my neighbors. They must think I'm a lunatic.
But why is that? Why is that? That sometimes they'll only listen when it gets to that point of escalation. It's like unbelievable.
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
You're like, okay, do I really need to lose it for you to actually pay attention and listen to what I'm saying?
Oh.
Okay, so we are trying to avoid that. I mean, the purpose of this is just to be real with you guys and like, yeah, that happens to us too.
Yes. Oh, another thing too, we were saying, like, we talk about girls' nights, but like, equally as important, guys, find a date night with your significant other.
Yes.
Because like, your relationship too is just as important as like, you know, your personal sanity and like you and your child, and it's hard. Like, you get in the day-to-day life, and it's like...
And your relationship changes so much as soon as kids come into the picture. It's just a totally different world, different responsibilities, different priorities. So it's definitely like trying to find your own way back in that relationship.
Yes. And we kind of had a little tip. I know, you know, it's not... You know, not everyone has a sitter, right? Like, some people have grandparents they could rely on, which is awesome. We understand that everyone has that, right? And not everyone can pay for a babysitter every time they just like want to go out and do something. Get that. But, you know, we were talking a lot about, you know, even if you have a friend, like maybe it's a friend at school that your kid gets along with really well, you know, and you form a relationship there. Like, can you guys maybe start something where you swap off for a few hours? It doesn't need to be like, hey, take my kid the whole entire night, but maybe you and your husband, or you and your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, like, you guys just want to go out and grab lunch together. Can he go, or he or she go play with a friend, and then in return, the following week or 2 weeks later, maybe you take that kid and let, you know, those parents or whatever go out. So it's like, you know, maybe you find a friend or something where you guys can kind of bounce around and do stuff and swap, and then it takes, you know, kind of the pressure off trying to find a sitter or something to do these things. And it makes them a little more attainable. I know. We need to do that more often. We do. It's like that swap. It's like so easy. Then you have to worry about like paying for a babysitter. I'm not pressing this. Every time I do, I go turn it off. I tried to read comments. Sarah said you're in the no phase. Yeah. I mean, that is, I hear you, girl. The no phase. The no phase. I remember just being like, yes. Because it's so ridiculous. It gets so ridiculous sometimes. They'd be like, oh, you won't run and get your clothes on faster than me. And then all of a sudden it's a race, and it's like, no, you won't do that. It's so ridiculous. Gosh. Kelly said she's turned on the music. Yes. Yeah, that's amazing. The music, I'm telling you, I think this is like a turning point in my life right now. And Gina, don't eat that broccoli. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. And he ate the broccoli. Oh my God. Gina, you know what I told Asher? I'm like, if you eat that broccoli, you are going to grow muscles and like bust out of your shirt and get so tall. I'm like, don't do it. Don't eat the broccoli. It's going to make you way too strong. It's going to make you way too strong. What do? They eat the damn broccoli. It's so ridiculous. Oh my God. Can we talk about dinner for a minute though? Like, sometimes it's like, okay, you're eating dinner as a family and it's supposed to be this like lovely experience, right? And family dinner is supposed to be so great. And then it turns into this, stop flinging your food across the table and stop burping out loud. Stop farting at the table. I've had to say that. Sit down. Stop kicking me. Eat with your fork the right way versus shoveling it in. I mean, all of a sudden it can turn into this like nitpicky thing. You know what? Let it go. Let it go.
And one of the tips that I learned that I can't say I do all the time, I'm still working on it, but it works, is at the end of the day, kids do want to please you. They really do. They want you to appreciate them, and they want to please you. So if you say something to somebody else too, it's like, oh my gosh, wow.
Daddy.
Look at Daddy. He is chewing with his mouth closed. Wow, great job, Daddy.
I can't wait to see your husband.
Way to go, Daddy. Craig, if you're watching. And then all of a sudden, Callan's over there like,
Like,
and
I can
I'm like,
do it
oh,
too.
Callan, look at you. You're chewing with your mouth closed. Great job. And it's like, if you compliment somebody else, they're like, oh, I want a compliment too. And I will tell you, that works. It does. Instead of being like, chew with your mouth closed.
I'm going to try that tomorrow.
But yeah,
like, Daddy.
Daddy, wow.
Look at Daddy.
Look at how Daddy holds his fork eating his broccoli.
Daddy, you're going to get a reward later.
Wow.
Good job, Daddy.
Well, that's one way to, help your relationship. It's a way to hold your fork.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't listen to you keep saying Daddy. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Sometimes I just wonder. God. Oh, my God, you guys. This is so funny. Stop pooping in his diaper. Right? I mean, stop pooping in the
I know.
taking it off and handing it to me. Oh, my goodness.
Sarah.
I can't. Like, what are these things that like...
Oh, my gosh. No, but seriously, like, that positive reinforcement works so much better than... Yeah, it does. The positive reinforcement works so much better than the negative reinforcement. If you have a child like I do, I mean, negative reinforcement, listen, I go there, and when it escalates, it happens. I lose my shit, too. And it never ends well. All of a sudden, doors are slamming.
Oh, God.
Toys are getting chucked against walls. At the end of it, there's like 10 toys thrown away. Both of us are miserable. And I'm like,
it's not good.
Why did that happen?
It didn't have to.
I mean,
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done. It will again. But that positive reinforcement, if you're able to ignore the stuff you don't want to see and enforce the things you do want to see, it really does work. It's
absolutely
just finding that balance. And it's like little by little. This is not an overnight. I mean,
you work on it every day.
Every day. Every day.
That's why I think it's like knowing kids' like limitations and your own, right? It's not like you're catering to them, but sometimes you need to know your own to deal with. And it's like, if they're having a day, or you're having a day, or they're having a moment, and then that's when you decide, we have to go grocery shopping. I get it. We have chores. Like, I feel like we all have stuff, like, you need to get it done, right? Like, it'd be great if you could just say, I'm not doing it today. But sometimes you just need to, like, let something pass before you can go. Like, if your kid's having a moment and you go to the grocery store, it's probably going to be hell.
Yeah.
It is.
You might leave without your groceries.
You might do it. And it's like, I remember this one, so this was in the summer, and this is like so embarrassing, you guys. So my kid, my son Asher's at home, and he was playing with Legos very intently. He was having a lovely time, but I had to get grocery shopping done. I had things I had to get done that day. So I'm like, let's go, and he was like so ticked he had to leave the Legos, and hindsight would have been a big deal to let him play with Legos for 15 minutes, then go, it would have been fine, but I had to get it done. So I went, we grocery shopped, it was fine, and we're walking out to the car, and he's playing with the Lego. Now, like a lot of kids, they're focused on one thing, right? So he's like walking out, almost getting hit by a car, playing with the Lego, almost walked into the car, and I'm like, can you put down the Lego and pay attention, buddy? We're in a parking lot, like we need you. No, it was all about this Lego, and we're trying to get in the car, and he's like not getting in this booster seat because he's playing with the Lego, and I finally lost it. I told him to put down the effing Lego, and I literally screamed it in public, and people heard me, and I felt like such a jerk.
You feel so much shame.
I felt so, and he just like looked at me, and he put the Lego down. I mean, it worked.
Shame.
He put the Lego down, but I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I felt horrible, and I called my mother. I remember I was like, Mom, listen to what just happened, and I'm telling her all upset, and my mother started laughing so hard on the phone. And I was like, I have like tears that I just like lost
You're
it in
crying.
public. And my mother starts laughing. Then I started laughing, and she's like, oh, please. She's like, don't you remember, like, all the times, like, I lost my shit in public? Like, are you kidding? And she thought it was almost, you know, just funny, but I was like, I was so beat up over it.
Oh my God. I know. I went to the bank one time with Callan, and I knew I shouldn't have gone. I knew it. And those are the moments where it's like, okay, you need to take a breath, set yourself up for success, set them up for success. Well, I set us both up to fail miserably. I literally was dragging him by like one arm next to me in the bank with him screaming, kicking me. I mean, it was a scene. Everybody in the bank was looking at me. It was one of the most mortifying situations I have ever been in with my child. But I was bound and determined to cash that damn check. I mean, why? So stupid. I mean, that was like, so
in the
embarrassing.
moment, it felt like the right thing to do.
But yeah, I guess the moral of the story is like, if you know you're not in a place or your child's not in a place, let it go.
Let it go and do it later.
You gotta
It's
set
not worth
you
it.
gotta set them up for success. And needless to say, it took a while to bring them back to, you know, public places. I had to really set things up for success for a while after that situation.
Right? So it's, I feel like we all like have similar, right? Everyone kind of deals with the same types of things. So that's why I just feel like it's so important to like talk it out or share it with someone or whatever, because we can all relate. And I feel like it just helps so much to just hear like you're not alone. You know, kind of thing. And it just gives you that like sanity back.
Yes, like you are doing a good job. You are not alone, and
we're all doing the best we can. You know what, guys? I think it's important to remember too, like, you know, we have moms that stay home, we have working moms, we have moms that work part-time, like, right, we're all over the place, and it doesn't, not one of our jobs is harder than the other, guys. Like, I feel like we've kind of almost seen both ends of it. Like, we both worked corporate, even when our kids were really little, and our kids were in daycare for 12, 13 hours a day while we were working, you know, corporate jobs. And then we started our business, and things changed, but at the end of the day, we still work, but we have flexible hours, so we're home with the kids. So we kind of get like both ends of it. And let me tell you, man, any way you slice it and dice it, if you work outside of the home, in the home, it is hard. It just comes with a different set of challenges. It's hard. So I just feel like, you know, sometimes we kind of get into this like stay-at-home mom versus working mom thing too. It is all hard, and I just think it's so important to like support each other because we all have struggles.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yes.
Yes.
That's my 2 cents.
No, 100%, because I feel like there can be this judgment. I mean, okay, stop the judgment, stop the mom shaming. We're all doing the best we can, and we need to support each other and lift each other versus like knocking each other a peg down. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Does anyone have any funny stories they want to share for us, or any questions that you guys have? Throw them at us.
Yeah, give us some stories. And don't forget to share too, because that always helps us get out there and reach more people, and other moms can relate too. And then if you share, put your email in there and we'll send you a $5 Thistle and Read coupon.
So just hit shared, look to your feed, and then write shared in the comments below with your email, and you'll get the coupon.
Yes. Oh my God. And the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Talk away.
Oh my God, Sarah could write a book. Yes, I know.
I mean,
it happens to everybody. It does. And you know what? The grass is not always greener on the other side. It's like you don't know what the other person is dealing with or what they've been through. So you know what? You got to appreciate the things that you have.
This is so random. I just want to share that we have these cute slippers on, because it's making me so happy. You guys, look at our little slippers tonight.
We're cozy. You gotta move yours over.
I can't like really.
Cozy slippers.
Look how cute.
We decided to just cozy it up today because we're being real with you. Like, this is how I would be at home talking about, you know, anything. Those silly slippers. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah,
Nessa. My struggle is I missed half of this because my 3-year-old wouldn't go to bed until 5 minutes ago.
Right?
Yes, but that's the beauty. There's a replay, so you
can watch from the beginning, and you can still comment. If you are just joining now and you watch from the beginning, you can still comment.
Yes.
You can still join in the fun.
And Nessa, 3 is hard, man. It's a hard age.
It's a hard age.
But he's really stinking cute.
I know, and you have this massive amount of love for your kids, obviously. But yeah, you gotta do some me time. It's very important to. You know what I've been doing lately too is like when I feel myself really like about to blow, I've been trying to take a deep breath and like imagining a bubble around me.
I feel like I would pass out with all the deep breaths I have to take.
Right? No, but I've been imagining this bubble and that like all the crap that's coming at me is just like bouncing off, and I'm trying to like imagine myself doing this, and it has helped a few times where it's like bubble. When your kids just they're having a day, and you're like, you know what? I'm just not going to let it affect me today, and I'm going to stay nice and calm and cool.
And smile.
Oh, I see you're having a really hard time. Oh, the other thing that I learned recently that I thought was a really good tip, in all fairness, I haven't tried this yet, but I think I will, is the whole timeout thing.
Oh, you were saying this earlier.
Yeah.
It was intriguing.
So I love this idea because, again, we were talking about like positive feedback versus negative feedback and encouraging them to obviously do more of what you want them to do and less of what you don't want them to do. So ignoring the things that you're not happy with and positive feedback. So when your kid is like ready to blow and you can see this, I mean, we can all see these kids boiling over, right? They're about to boil over. So instead of like a timeout, do a cozy corner. So set up a little spot in your house, put some cozy stuff, let them pick out the books or just different things that they want in their little cozy corner. And instead of being like, that's it, you're going to timeout, it can be you know what, let's take some time in our cozy corner and regroup.
And hopefully if you make it cozy enough, they'll want to hang out there for a while and give you some time.
And then it gives you time to regroup as well. But I loved that idea. I'm like, I need to do that in my house. Because timeout, like I said,
I think we need a cozy corner that we send ourselves to.
I feel like we both, you know what, cozy corner for the kids and cozy corner for moms.
Mine would be a hidden wine cabinet. I'd be like in the closet, like
cozy corner. Where is the
and
wine
that's
on
our
tap?
Other thing, guys. Look, all of these things we're talking about tonight. These are like ideas, things we've heard. Sometimes we try. Sometimes you fail miserably. When all else fails, you just pour a glass of wine. Sometimes
there's those days. I mean, we're talking about some healthy ways. Sometimes you need an unhealthy way too. Cheers.
Cheers to that one. A little bit of wine never hurt anyone, right?
It is my sanity sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and speaking of sanity, I mean, don't be afraid to bribe your children. I mean, it goes back to rewards, bribes. I mean, is there really a difference?
Oh, just bribe. I bribed my child with a chocolate bar to get his flu shot yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, you do what you gotta do.
I mean, it is important. I mean, of course you want them to do things because it makes them feel good.
Have you guys bribed a child lately? If so, tell us how you bribed your child. I want to hear this.
The most recent thing you did to bribe your child. I love that. But at the end of the day, I mean, who's working for free, really? Are you working for free or are you working to get paid? Well, if they're doing something, well, yeah, reward them.
Yes.
Right?
No, I love it. I think bribing your child is awesome.
I don't get through a day without some type of... It's like, okay, if you do this and this and this, then you get a freeze pop.
Who wants a freeze? But I feel like you can even, like, all summer long, I had this thing with my son, right? Like, he really needed to practice reading, right? He was, like, really struggling with reading. So I literally made it, like, my goal. Almost every single day in the summer, we worked on reading. And I wanted to, because you know what, you guys, when the kids are learning how to read, it's all really cute and you're proud of them and all, but it's frustrating, right? They're like trying to read like door and they're like flower and what? It doesn't even start with the same word. Like they're same letter. You're just like, it's tough. But I kind of have this thing where he had all these goals and I told him if he read X for every book he read, he earns money. And at the end of the summer, he got to use that money towards a Lego. He's really super into Lego, so that was a big thing for him. Well, you know, I tell you, that worked. I mean, every day it was like, Mom, how many books did I read? How many more? And we would go to the store and he'd look at the Legos and he had one picked out. So he knew how much the ones that he wanted were and how many books. And then we kind of turned it into a conversation every day. Well, you need 10 more books to get this one, you know, whatever it was. But hell, he read those books and he actually asked to read because he wanted to earn the reward.
Yes,
I trust him with a Lego to read books.
At the end of the day, he made it work and it was learning. I love that. Sarah said she'll bribe her child with a car if he poops in the potty.
Yes, I like that. That is a good one. I feel like the pooping, oh my gosh, that was like going on the potty, right? It's like, I'll give you this M&M. I'll give you this little car. You can have a sticker. It was like anything you can think of.
Anything to poop on the potty.
Anything. Oh gosh, there was so many bribes happening when that was.
Oh man! And for those of you who have boys with the potty training, are you kidding?
I mean, there's still pee all over my house. I feel like
mean,
the bathroom, not the house. But.
Those days where the pee just goes straight at the toilet and it flies back everywhere, and there's urine all over, not just on the toilet, but all over the floor.
Like, I don't understand how pee gets everywhere. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I clearly have lady parts, but like, I just don't understand like how it goes everywhere.
I don't either.
I don't know.
M&Ms aren't working anymore, Sarah. Oh, I know. It's like, you know what?
They lose their appeal after a while. You need to find something else.
I know.
But it's so hard.
When they poop, you just need to make it a party. It's a poop party.
A poop party.
A poop party. Woo! Like they just won the lottery for pooping on the potty.
I mean, Mom kind of wins the lottery when they poop on the potty and not having to clean
it literally is a party when it does happen consistently. I mean, that is life-changing when it happens. I'm not going to lie. Like, you'll get there. It's hell getting through it, but you'll get there.
The moral of the story is, guys, we're all doing a great job at the end of the day. We're just doing the best we can, and it's okay if you're doing it different from someone else. It is okay.
Yes.
Right?
Don't beat yourself up. And just like we were talking about at the beginning of the day, giving yourself some, like, positive affirmations, a little pep talk, like, yes, I'm a good mom, I can do this, I'm, like, amazing.
Got this today.
At the end of the day, you reflect and you think about a few things that you did great. You know? You're not, like, rehashing all the stuff that, you could have changed. You're confirming that you did a great job.
We got a comment, if they have to clean up the pee themselves, they're going to pay more attention. I do actually make my child clean up the pee now. I call them back in. I'm like, you're on duty. Like, here you go. Pick up the pee. And, of course, I always go back in and clean it up because I have OCD. So the way my 6-year-old is cleaning it is not but I do make him go through the effort of cleaning it. I'm done. Like, I'm not doing it. It's gross.
I need to start doing that.
It's gross. I don't want to touch pee anymore.
It's so gross.
Not my own.
It's so gross.
It is.
I need to start doing that. If anybody else has any tips,
give us some tips.
If you're watching the replay too, like add your tips in there so people can go back and look at them. Like if you have any things that worked, again, it's like crowdsourcing for ideas, right? Like that's the most important thing because everybody's kids are different. Yep. So the more like tips and ideas you get, then you know what? Some of them are going to work for your kid.
Yeah.
You gotta keep at it.
We hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of like a therapy session tonight.
Yes.
And please, like, let us know if you guys have any topics that you would love for us to chat about on one of these Thursday Night Lives. Let us know. You could always send us a message through social media, send us an email, whatever works. We would love to kind of hear your opinions and things that we could chat about. We have some really fun stuff coming up as we get closer to the holiday season with some great gift guides for you guys to make your holiday shopping easier, all the way to like how to survive the holiday stress.
Yes.
So we got some really cool stuff coming up.
We got some good things coming up. We are off next week because it's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
So we won't be live next Thursday. So everybody enjoy, be safe, have fun.
Yes.
Trick-or-treating. Share what your kids are going to be for Halloween. We'd love to read them after the fact. What's Asher going to be?
He was supposed to be a ninja, but then my husband and him went to the store together and picked out something. So of course, everything just got
changed, blown out of proportion.
So he's being Iron Spider-Man. I guess it's one of the versions of Spider-Man.
Ooh.
But I specifically didn't want something with a mask because first of all, they can't wear that to the little parade at school, and second of all, at night the mask, and of course it has a mask because Mom wasn't there to be the voice of reason, but. Let it go.
Let it go.
The small stuff.
Let it go. Yes.
You be your Iron Spider-Man.
Callan is going to be Woody from Toy Story.
I love that.
He wanted to be a cowboy, and of course, Toy Story 4 just came out, so the costume that was out there was the Woody costume. So we went and watched Toy Story 4, and now he's all excited, and he's going to be Woody.
I love that. That's going to be so stinking cute. I can't wait to say.
Well, my gosh. Everyone, thanks so much for joining.
Yes, we will talk to everyone soon. And don't forget to share for your channel, or you will get a coupon for $5.
Yes.
All right, bye, guys.